Hey there, Sean Bailey. Welcome to this video today where I'm going to talk about something a little different. I'm going to talk about how to avoid difficult clients because I've dealt with this kind of thing before, and I'll explain why as we get into this video here. So let's go. So first, just to give you a quick little backstory about myself, I'm a funnel copywriter. I've written a lot of copy for myself, for my own clients, and it's passed the most important test of all, is that it's made money. You can see some stats here, but what's most important is that these people have paid me to write this stuff, and everyone has been a happy and satisfied client after they have received what was delivered to them. And a lot of the times, the way that I get clients is that I reach out to people and I start conversations with them. And I was doing this the other day with a potential client, and I was doing this the other day with someone who was on my list of recommendations, so I added them and started talking to them. And I basically explained, I was like, hey, I said, I'm a copywriter. I work with coaches and I create advanced sales presentations. If you're interested, I'd like to work with you directly at zero cost to you up front. If you like what I have to say, we can consider working together in the future, but there's no pressure to make this happen. So I'm kind of just trying to build a little bit of intrigue and just kind of, like I say, start conversations and see if they have any need for what I'm offering. If they don't, well, that's cool, but you can't find that out unless you start talking to people, right? So this person got back to me and said, like, okay, well, for these advanced sales presentations, what's your attendee conversion rate into a paid program? So I don't really do that kind of thing. What I do is create the sales presentation, and then we do a little bit of tracking, and I get a percentage of whatever the sales presentation brings in, i.e., that the new sales or new clients that they bring in. So it's all kind of incentive based, all the pressure's on me, and I prefer to do it that way versus just a flat one-time fee, because then it's just less of the one and done type jobs for copywriting, right? But so I said to this person, the last time that I did, like a presentation, he was selling a $9.97 product, and this was with a long form webinar, and it was his first kind of go at this type of thing, and his presentation brought in 28K in 30 days. So he was really happy with it, and the cool thing is that it allowed him to scale up. This was kind of like his jump start for his particular coaching business. And then I explained, now I'm doing sales presentations to get coaching leads onto calls for people who qualify. And I thought I'd have a little fun with this person and kind of threw it back to them and said, hey, if you had 10 extra calls with potential clients, how many of those would you close? So right away, I'm getting kind of a weird vibe from this person because they said, 30 days, that's a long time. Well, 31 days is longer, so I don't really know what you mean. What if it came in 29 days? Is that okay? And then they went on to say, I would close 10. But that's not my business model. Wow, I mean, that's great that you have a 100% closing rate. So this conversation is just, I don't know if I was just messaging this person on a bad day or what the deal was, but it really really didn't go the way that I was hoping to. I've had a lot better conversations with people. So the reason I'm showing you this is just because, I'm going to explain a couple rules when it comes to acquiring clients. But, if this person had changed their tone and was like, okay, well, let's meet up and let's talk, I probably wouldn't have followed through. So I sent one more message to them just saying, he was able to scale up and go get his 2 Common Club award, which was true. Like I say, this was just a jumpstart for him to get his coaching business started. And then I asked, okay, well, what is your current business model? And see if they had something else to say in regards to this. But the main thing is that, there's some rules that I've learned definitely through the hard way when it comes to dealing with coaching clients. So I've broken them down into 3 simple rules. So rule number 1 is that when you're talking to someone, whether it's on the call, before the call, messaging like I do, however, if you get a bad vibe, a bad feeling, their aura seems weird, or your spidey sense is tingling, don't be afraid to abort, because the pain of working with them will never be worth the money. Rule number 2, you always want to meet up before you take on a client. You always got to have that kind of face-to-face or Zoom meeting call or a phone call or whatever, because sometimes there might be a little bit of disconnect in the messaging. You might be like, well, I'm not sure about this person, but then you're going to call and start talking to them, see their face, and you find out, okay, this person's just, it's just their personality, but deep down, they're cool beans, and you can see yourself working with this person. You know what I mean? You're like, any concerns that you have been put to rest. And you'll know that for certain. Have to get on like a 10 or 15-minute call with your potential client. And then rule number 3 is no matter how much you want a new client, no matter how hurting you are for money, you want to get your client business going, it is just not going to be worth your time, your pride, your patience, your effort, all of that to work with a bad client. So do not be afraid to walk away because a better client will take their place. So trust me on this. Like I say, I've learned this type of thing the hard way. I know this is a little bit of a different video, but I don't know, I felt compelled to make this one here. So I just wanted to put this out there. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify, and share this video with a friend. And I will see you in the next video.